you ever got your heart broken before? I know I could not be the only one that got my poor little heart broken because I was way too attached. Too attached to the fantasy, too attached to the illusion, too attached to the idea of what this person represents. This relationship represents my identity being tied to a relationship and refusing to let go. Let go because I don't know what's next. The unknown can be scary, unfamiliar territory. And why would I want to do that? And of course, like being alone, that's kind of weird, right? When we are so normalized to think that our solution is outward instead of going towards inward. But it took me time of healing. It took me time to reflect. And this heartbreak really catapulted me forward to the woman I am today. And I am so thankful for the heartbreaks. I'm so thankful when someone hurts my feelings. I'm so thankful when situations do appear because it gives me an opportunity to let go. Most of the time we fear letting go and we hold on to things and we cling to things because of the identity we attach ourselves to it, and we attach ourselves to a person, place, or thing that is outside of ourselves. And we can never control another. We can never control how an outcome will be, but we like to plan things out in our head, and we expect people to play a certain role for us. We expect them to read off of a script that we never gave to them. We expect them to be this idea for us, and as soon as they do something that we don't like, it instantly turns into hate. So it's never love in the first place because we're not operating from an unconditional place. We're not operating from a pure place. We're not operating from the love frequency because all we want out of a person is to make us happy. And as soon as they stop making us happy or do something that we don't like, we instantly feel betrayed. We instantly feel like our heart is broken. We instantly feel like our feelings are hurt. We take things way too personal when we are in these relationships. And now we're missing the true beauty because we can never be present in the moment with our loved ones because we're so focused on the future. Instead of this moment that we're connecting right now, we're both choosing each other. We're both saying yes to each other. So that is so much beauty and so much unity that begins to happen and begins to unfold. The reason why relationships can be so complicated right now because we're not here and now. We're always thinking about the next big thing or the next goal or the next this and the next that. And it's just like we cannot plan for the future. We can only live in today. We can only live in the moment. And we're so programmed as humans to fear and to operate from a place of scarcity and lack instead of abundance. So we tend to hold on to things past their expiration date. We tend to be afraid of letting relationships go. How I've been able to heal from heartbreak so easily is by letting people go when their time is up. People come into our lives for a season, a reason, and to be a blessing to us. And as soon as the lesson will appear or the blessing comes about or the season's up, we have to then move forward. But God can never bless us when we are afraid to move forward. Everything is impermanent. Nothing will last forever. Every relationship will end. So let's not attach ourselves to the identity of a relationship. Let's not let a relationship define who you are as a spiritual being. Let's begin to operate from a place of present moment, and then we can just enjoy each other for the time being. But once it's time to depart, it's time to disengage, then that is what we have to do. We have no other choice, because if we're steadily trying to hold on to someone and they're just dragging us through the mud because they're showing you countless of times they don't want to be with you, they don't like you, they are hurting your feelings, you should thank them for revealing this illusion to you, so now you can see it for what it is instead of falling for potential. We are falling for potential, or this can be this way, or I see them as their highest self, but they don't see themselves as their highest self. So you are constantly forcing it. You're constantly talking to a brick wall, and that is exhausting. You are wasting all of your precious energy and pouring it outside of you when you are pouring inside of you. So now you are going to leave with your heart broken because you have gave your heart outside of you, and that is your power. Never hand over your power, because as soon as someone takes it and does something that you don't like, or feels like that makes you offended by it, now you feel like you are broken, you are shattered, and now you have to begin to pick up the pieces because you handed over your power. Take responsibility for your feelings, take responsibility for your actions, take responsibility for your life on this journey, and make sure that your heart is protected. You can give people your time, you can give people your energy, you can give them kind words, but make sure you don't hand over your power source, which is your heart. Your heart belongs to you, so you will never break your heart again by handing it over towards an outside entity, because they're destined to damage it, they're destined to shatter it, they're destined to break it, because we are all human, we are all going to make mistakes. But sometimes we just don't know how to forgive people for just simply being human and simply making mistakes, and then we hold it over their head. We are human. We have to begin to live in the present moment and let go of the past. It doesn't have to be a hard breakup. It doesn't have to always end toxic. It can simply end peacefully when we have this awareness and this understanding that all relationships will end. Relationships can end by death, or by experience, or by growth. It will end. We have to be okay with that, instead of attaching ourselves and of refusing to let go. That is exhausting on your spirit. That is exhausting for your mental, because you have to make sure you have the mental capacity for yourself. But if you're giving the mental capacity because you're performing, you're acting, you're trying to convince someone to love you, that is manipulation that we are all going towards when we are forcing someone to be with us when they don't. Their actions show they don't want us. So you have to begin to see yourself as a priority. You have to see yourself as enough. You have to see yourself without this person, to know that you will live without them. You will thrive without them. We are just holding on to an illusion. We are just holding on to an idea. We're just holding on to the feeling of how we felt in the past. But the reason why you felt that in the past is because you made yourself feel that. You saw them as love because you see that in yourself. So knowing that you will always feel that bubbly excitement feeling with any interaction, because you have those feelings inside of yourself. We have to remove this manipulation of trying to force someone to be with us when they show us over and over again they don't like us by hurting our feelings. Let's save ourselves the heartache. Let's save ourselves the headache. Let's save our heart by protecting it, by understanding that that belongs to you. That is your safe place, so you will never have a heartbreak again. Thank you so much. I am Tara Chantel. Please hit the links below for more information. And I cannot wait to see you guys on the next one.